Previously on TVSins.
We have to get her off that platform.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Well, hello there. Who are you?
Narration, inner voice monologue, creepy stalker, pontification, take your pick, they're all sins.
You're not here to be ogled, but those bracelets, they jangle.
There are so many things I want to sin about this opening sequence. Nearly all of them are related to Joe turning Beck's clothes and demeanor into a fantasy about how she wants his sexual advances. Rather than play all of them for you, I'll spare you by simply sinning every bracelet that he says jangle when they clearly jingle.
You search the books, fiction, F through K.
That's subtle.
You're not the standard insecure nymph hunting for Faulkner you'll never finish.
Speaking of things I'll never finish, this show. He kills her, he doesn't, I don't care. I cannot handle this guy's internal cuckoo bananas talk beyond this damned episode.
Hello. Do you work here?
The man is wearing an apron and a name tag. Of course he works here.
That's sad. People buying books because of what's popular, not because they want to be moved or changed in some way.
Are we forgetting that sometimes books become popular because the contents move or change you in some way? Like The Giving Tree, man? That will f*** you up.
He just grabbed Dan Brown's latest on the way in, so he's gonna wander around for another, 5 or 10 minutes just to find something legitimate to buy with it.
Author shaming.
If Dan Brown's your kink, then be out about it.
I never thought I'd hear Dan Brown and kink in the same sentence, but here we are. Also, this bookstore looks very oddly like a library. There's a goddamn spine label on this book.
At the end of the day, people really are disappointing, aren't they?
I personally find them to be disappointing right at the start of the day, but maybe I'm dang wrong.
If this was a movie, I'd grab you and we'd go at it right in the stacks.
Ah, yes. On a stack of unstable books that jab into your body and fill the air with book dust. If this were a TV show that insinuated that was a good idea, I'd sin the out of it. Well, aren't I in luck? Joe just said a minute ago.
He just grabbed Dan Brown's latest on the way in.
But those are both paperbacks, and there is no universe where a Dan Brown new release isn't in hardback only for at least a year.
You have enough cash to cover this, but you want me to know your name.
Or maybe she only had $20 in cash, which is what the register says her books cost. But then it cost $23.24, which forced her to use her credit card. Is he handing her books back to her or a sack lunch? And why is Beck getting a bag for her books and the guy who jacks off to Dan Brown just had to carry them out bagless?
I was in love once. She broke my heart, Beck. Oh, she really did a number on me.
Man, this show is going to be all about the inner thoughts, isn't it? Okay, I'll just go ahead and give 10 sins for all the stalkeration I'll have to deal with for the next 40 minutes.
Every account set to public. You want to be seen.
I'm just going to say this counts as a newspaper column that repeats itself cliche.
Your folks split when you were 12. Your dad dropped out of the picture.
I always thought it was weird that Facebook had a section for when your parents got divorced and a yes or no option for if your dad dropped out of the picture. The f*** is Nostitch?
Jesus, it's like you've never seen a horror movie or the news.
Joe would be excellent at TV sins, but also he'd be immediately fired for being the worst. Although Jonathan still has a job here, so maybe Joe would make it. Is there some sort of Terminator crossover here where Beck is secretly a robot with a high tolerance for piping hot bowls of microwave mac and cheese? Because there's no way a human could hold this.
Jason didn't even get her something that nice, and Annika finally let him do anal.
This show rams the superfluous anal references into our faces without permission, like it's a goddamn Kingsman movie.
It'd be too much even if she did deserve it, which she does not.
Not all your friends are dumb.
Uh-huh, and you can hear her raspy whisper from way down the bar. How? No, really, look how far away he is.
Keep the change, man.
Joe seems pretty out in the open here. Even if it is dark, this street seems well lit. Could everything that happens to Beck be avoided if her friends had better peripheral vision?
Looks good on you, by the way.
Oh, he noticed she put on a new shirt.
Extra weight.
Well, okay then. I suppose this is why we're all okay with your imminent and irreversible concussion. Just in case you want to hate this masturbating peeper, let's not forget he's willing to help the elderly.
I'll even do your laundry.
If by pocket your panties you mean do laundry, then good news. You're already doing her laundry.
Amidst the group text on the merits of vaginal detoxing.
I mean, it really isn't anyone's place to tell you what to do with your vagina. And I'm not. I'm telling you to do your research before shoving a tea bag full of herbs into your, how does my wife say it? Wawa bagaga.
There's no place cheaper to live.
Correction, no cheaper place in which you want to live.
I never go to Greenpoint. But the things you do for love, right?
Like wear instant dry shirts and pants? Because there's no way those boys are already dry after getting drenched in the shower.
What is she thinking? Open mics are for models / singer-songwriters / vegans.
Petty little liar.
It's just so sad. Just something happier for a change might be nice. I think everyone agrees.
Is this how goes down at an open mic night in New York. The ones that I go to are laid back and encouraging. And there's one southern guy named Ted who always says, "You're darn good and it's mighty fine talent you have." So either I've experienced a phenomenon or this heckling is bull.
I can't stand seeing this.
I hate to say this. I mean, I really hate to say this about a stalker, probable rapist, probable murderer, but I'm right here with you, Joe. I'll give all the sins back if she pukes on him right now. Now what do I do? Well, I'm a man of my word.
Well, if you read them to get to sleep every night, then you definitely belong there.
Or those are the authors that put you to sleep and you should find new ones to read. No one ever considers that option.
Thank you for sobering me up.
Pretty sure you can thank the train tracks for doing that.
Polyvinyl acetate glue?
Oh yes, I know this glue. This is the Convene brand that never dries out when left on the table for indeterminate amounts of time.
I would love to meet up to have you try the goods, period. Let's set something up.
I really kind of want Joe to kill the out of this guy, so I'm sending the show for giving me that desire.
Jack!
I've never been texted by the culture guy from New York Magazine, but if I were, I would probably look up his information on the website and Twitter. And yes, Benji is painted as an idiot, but he's also greedy and self-centered. I fully believe he would be friending this Jeff guy and would know that he either doesn't exist or that Joe here is not who he says he is. Oh no, not the artisanal soda.
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If your girl falls on the track, pick her up, pick her up, pick her up. We already have in-jokes.
Aww.
I have to check on a shipment downstairs.
Okay, and what is stopping anyone from finding Benji downstairs? Is there only one person who takes in shipments, repairs books, and keeps up with the collectibles? That's ridiculous! Hey, where'd all those sins I took away before go? Yeah, that's about right.
It's your behavior.
What about my behavior?
It's very bad.
Make sure you click that bell icon.
Sellouts.
But clicking the little bell icon is how you make sure you get notified every time we release a video. So click it.
Sellouts.
Do you like to do it yourself?
Sometimes, I mean...
And you're Joe?
I'm Joe Dirt! What do I tell you? Always be closing that.
You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch?
Harriet! Harriet! Hard-hearted harbinger of haggis.
What was your last name again?
Goldberg.
God help the poor soul who tried to push us around.
Well, you're talented. You're passionate. You're smart.
And doggone it, people like me.